So it's another absolutely gorgeous day here in Huntington Beach, California. And every morning I've been getting up around 5:30 to go run down on the boardwalk right near the beach that you see down there. There's a path that you can see along the water. And about every morning at just a few minutes after 5 o'clock, I'd see this young guy come down on his bike. Looks like the typical surfer guy with the long wavy hair and riding his bike down to near the pier. And on the side of his bike, he's got this really cool contraption that is actually holding a surfboard. And he gets off his bike, locks it up, takes the surfboard off, has another bag on the other side of his bike where he's got his wetsuit. And he continues to do all this preparation every single morning, it seems, shortly after 5 o'clock. And then as soon as daylight, there's a little bit of daylight breaks, he takes his surfboard, he gets in the water, and he starts practicing his surfing. And he's doing this every day. And at the age that he's at, 14, 15 years old, I'm sure the next thing he's doing is going to school afterwards. So he's got this dedication to continuing to learn his craft and ultimately doing that way before school. And the way I looked at this thing is, how does it apply to us? I'm the first one who'll say, hey, I've arrived, I know business really well. I've been successful in business for 19 years and I've arrived. So do I really have to learn more? And yet I'm looking at this kid of 14 or 15 years old who's putting in the effort way before school, 5 o'clock in the morning, to continue to learn his craft over and over and over. And at the same time, I got a text from a buddy of mine who says, why are you at this leadership summit in California? You've owned these businesses, you've been successful. And there's many places where I look at that and say, you know what, you're right. I've gotten to a point of where I need to be. I've gotten to a point where I've arrived. But to you and me, there's something missing in that thought. There's something missing in that entire thought pattern. I mean, if you think about it, the person that you and I are today should be less than the person you and I are tomorrow. So if that's true, if the goal of your life and my life is to continue to get better, to continue to expand every day, which absolutely it is, should we ever look at parts of our life that, hey, I've arrived? And when you do, and I've done this, you get to that point and the reality of it is you start to decline instead of to continue to expand. We've got to act like rookies in all parts of our life, whether it's in your fitness, whether it's in your faith, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's in your business. The goal is not to go backwards. The goal is to continue going forward. Think about the approach you would take if you looked at yourself as a rookie in every part of your life and you kept going up and practicing. If you're a baseball player, you're practicing every day. If you're this 15, 16, 14-year-old surfer that I saw out in the water this morning again, he's treating himself like a rookie to continue to get better and better at his craft. The question is, where in your life are you looking at it and saying, I've arrived, when the reality of it is, you're still just a rookie?